What's going on, guys? It's Samantha from Lone Crow Adventures, the channel where we talk about all things camping, hiking, and backpacking. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Black Diamond Alpine Carbon Cork trekking pole, as well as the Black Diamond Alpine Carbon Cork WR trekking pole. Let's go! Both of the trekking poles in the Alpine Cork series have the exact same construction. So both have 100% cork grips, followed by an EVA foam grip extender directly underneath of it. Both are made of 100% carbon shaft, so they're both super lightweight. The regular version, this green one, comes in with a weight of 8.5 ounces per pole, and the WR version comes in with a weight of 8.8 ounces per pole. The other big differentiating factor between these two trekking poles are the price. The WR comes in with a price of $199, and the regular version comes in with a price of $179. So what is the big difference between these two trekking poles? Well, we'll start with the WR. The WR is Whippet compatible. So what that means is that there's a little plug here on the end, and it's really in there. You kind of got to work it out. There's this little rubber plug in the end. When you take that out, that exposes some hardware to allow the attachment of various Black Diamond whippets. For instance, you can attach an ice axe to this, and you can also attach a camera mount. It provides the hardware for you to mount your camera directly to your trekking pole, so that way you can use it as a monopod while you're filming on trail. That's why I opted to get the WR version, because I like the fact that I could pop my camera right on here and essentially use this as a selfie stick. Anytime that you can double up on the utility of a piece of equipment, it's always a good idea because it just saves weight on trail. So that's why I went with the WR version. Now, if I ever found myself in a situation where I needed an ice axe, I would just have to purchase the Black Diamond ice axe attachment, hook it up to my trekking pole, and I'm ready to go. So a lot of thru hikers are really going to like this feature, especially because you kind of get used to a set of trekking poles as you're going on your way, and it gives you the option to have the same trekking pole that you're accustomed to and used to, and just add that ice axe attachment to it. The other option is the regular version, and it is not Whippet compatible. So if you need a lightweight set of trekking poles, but you're not going to find yourself in a situation where you're wanting to film or use ice axes, this might be the better option for you, because it's a little bit lighter and it's definitely made out of some durable construction. One of the best things about these trekking poles is the flick it release technology. So you literally just flick open and snap shut these adjustment points. And these adjustment points are made out of a reinforced aluminum, and they're super durable. So you flick them open and it will accommodate lengths all the way up to 130 centimeters. Now, once you get up to 130 centimeters, you'll realize there's a little stop sign there. So you do not want to extend the pole past that stop sign, or you risk shattering the pole because it's just not structurally stable. So I usually set mine to about 105 centimeters. You can click it closed, and then do the same thing on the bottom. And it has that same stop sign also on the bottom. But you bring that down to the corresponding length, 105 centimeters, snap it closed, and you're good to go. And you're good. You can put a lot of pressure on this pole, and these clips are going to hold. They're made out of a reinforced aluminum, and they're super stable. I've hiked about 300 miles with these poles so far, and I haven't experienced a failure yet. They've been stable and sturdy. I've been super impressed with them. These are the tips that are included with the trekking pole. So you have the carbide tip here, and then you have the small little trekking basket. There's a variety of different tips that you can get for here, and you can even get some rubber tips if you want to, if you're doing some road walking and you want to keep things quiet. And you can also purchase snow baskets if it suits your fancy. I do really enjoy the Black Diamond wrist strap. It has almost like a little felty underlayer, and it tends to wick away the sweat, which is nice, so it doesn't get all wet and gross. But it can be adjusted here. You see, you've got a fair amount of adjustment space here. I could tighten this up if I wanted to, and I would just pull this through that loop, and I could tighten this up and make it nice and tight on my wrist if that was the fit that I was looking for. Now, I have personally used the Alpine Carbon Cork WR trekking poles for over 300 miles since I got them earlier this season. I haven't tried the regular versions, although these are my wife's trekking poles, and she got these basically because she didn't want to have a camera attachment. She didn't have a purpose for it. That's why I got the WR version. But both of us are just totally in love with these trekking poles. They're really comfortable to wear. The cork grips really help to keep the sweat level down, and the wrist straps are really comfortable, and they stay in place once they're adjusted, which is the biggest thing. They don't slip on you, and you don't have to mess around with them. The other thing I really like about these trekking poles is that you can stow them on your pack. When you need to whip them out, you can adjust them within seconds to the length that you need and then carry on your way, which is a really, really nice feature. So given all of that, I would have to say that I would give these trekking poles a 5 out of 5 crow rating, because they have just knocked it out of the park. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that these are carbon trekking poles. So if you get the trekking pole lodged in between two rocks and then apply some forward momentum, the pole is probably going to shatter. And that's the same with this trekking pole or any carbon trekking pole. And that's why a lot of people prefer the aluminum trekking poles, because they do have a little bit of give to them, but then you also pay a weight penalty. But so far these ones have worked great, and I'm not switching them out anytime soon. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you have a better understanding of differences between the different trekking poles in the Black Diamond Alpine Carbon Cork series. If you want to check out any more information about either of these trekking poles, links are in the description below. Now's the time. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do so now. And since you're still hanging around, you may as well check out another video. Until next time, folks, we'll see you on the trail.